Yo, what's up, everyone? So, let's begin today live session. So, I think today, everyone, it's quite interesting of the market today. Especially today, we have what we call the CPI data. So, later on, we will be talking about what's the details about what we do we need to be aware of and so on. Okay. So remember, if you do really like our content, please remember to give us some like, subscribe, and follow us. And I will be giving out some of my ideas on what will be happening later on. Okay, so buckle yourself and let's get ready for today live streaming. Okay, so let's see. Wait a moment. Okay, so let's begin today live sessions. Okay, so hopefully, okay. So I think today everyone should be quite curious about what will be happening and what will be what's going on for later on the CPI data. So CPI data will be announcing on 8:30. If I'm not mistaken, will be announcing on 8:30. So definitely will be giving out a lot of movement on the gold market because this data is actually giving out for the Federal Reserve to adjust their interest rates. So for example, if this data is higher than expectations, what we do, if this data is still really higher than expectations, we might be seeing that the Federal Reserve might be slowing down their interest rate decisions. That's why we can see that the dollar index has been going up so far. Anyway, I do think that overall today the dollar index is definitely going higher. So definitely showing signs that the price wanted to go higher. So in technical perspective right now, if you're asking me, I'm definitely thinking that the dollar index is definitely going higher. That's why today we'll be definitely thinking about gold market to breaking through a new low. There's a possibility chances that the gold market might be breaking through this low and then swiping off. I think there's a chances that the price might be going low and then swiping off. So going low is maybe reaching back to 3998, 3987 to 3984, and then the price might be swiping off. Today, I don't really think that the price will be going much dropping that much. That's a possibly chance. But anyway, we'll be doing short positions in no matter what happens, okay? I don't really think that dropping that much. That's a possible chance. But anyway, we'll be doing short. Okay, so we'll be doing short positions today. So let us do some analysis first, and later on we'll be talking about what we'll be doing on. So let's see. Okay, so remember everyone to give us a like and subscribe, okay, so that we can know everyone to really give us some of your support. So let's begin. Today, I do think that the gold market will be probably reaching a minimum high. If the data is higher than expectations, then we'll be seeing the gold market to strictly go lower. If the data is lower than expectations, we might be seeing gold going higher. But to be honest, I don't really think that might be the case because, as I mentioned, there's a lot of factors to see the inflation is going higher. So the first thing first is the what we call the tariff. The US tariff has been increasing and also haven't reflecting on the what we call the economic situations, and also the retail sales and unemployment rate is also continue going higher. Therefore, we can expect that the inflation rate is definitely higher chances will be higher than expectations. My expectations that are. So this will be causing a lot of pressure on gold market. So I'm thinking that the gold market might be going lower, maybe reaching here or even much more lower. So in other words, trying to do shorts on gold market is definitely a good choice. Price is actually forming a ranging level. Right now, if the price do really go back towards the upside, I don't think we'll be going that much higher. So unless there's the news is do really have a big impact. If not, I do think that there's a highly chances that the dollar index will be reaching through somewhere this area and we can actually do short positions afterwards. So if the price do really go back towards this level, I think we can actually do shorts. So let's see how many pips if the price do really go through. Yeah, let's see. Slowing down. Not quite possible. Go through 500 pips and so more. So it's most likely might be maximum should be around this level, I guess. The maximum should be around 100, the 100 area, and then the price will be likely to slow down, or the price should be reaching here and going lower. In other words, definitely it's not going that much higher from my perspective. So doing short positions is definitely a good choice. So as I mentioned, we have been doing our reports and we also giving out from our in our chats. So you can see that we have been giving out our expectations for today. What's our expectations for the US CPI data? Is it higher than expectations? Is it lower than expectations? And what will be affecting on the global market as well? So if you do really wanted to know what is going on and wanted to know more about it, remember to watch our live streaming sessions and also just follow our Discord group, because our Discord group will be giving out this information for free for now. So anyway, you can actually get it for free in our Discord group, and we'll be posting out a lot more details about the data, the what is going on, what is the trend perspective, what is the momentum perspective, and also lastly, what is the timing perspective. So everything will be giving out in free. You just need to follow our Discord group and that should be fine. So remember, you just need to follow our Discord group and just remember to give us a like and subscribe. Okay, this is the most important thing. Okay, so going back. Okay. Going back, let's see. Okay, so let's wait for the data, because I do think that the data will be giving us a really big movement later on. Let's see what time we'll be announcing it. I think it's about 8:30, right? Should be around 8:30 if I'm not mistaken. Recently, the internet is a bit slow, so hopefully nothing bad's happening. So let's see. Shit. Oh, Canada. So we have another 2 minutes left and see what will be happening. So, oh, the president just announced all negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated. Same old, same old. Didn't really expect it. To be honest, it's quite hard to what we call expect how Donald Trump to do their tariff. So in other words, I do expected that the gold market should be having a really big movement later on. Highly chances swiping low. Either the price is swiping low first and then going up, or the price is going high first and then swiping low. There's only two things will be happening. So let's see. We have another 2 minutes left. So if the price really reach through this area, is actually a really good area to do shorts. This is my perspective. So I think the price, Yeah, I do think that the highest, if the price really reach through here, I might be doing shorts. If the price really spike back around $30 range, I might be doing shorts from here, putting my stop loss 180 pips, and then I might be keep getting lower, reaching back towards this level or even much more lower. This is my plan. Or the price is actually reaching back to the lower sides immediately. There's a chances that the price do really go back to immediately reaching back to this and this and then swiping off. So in other words, I do think that today the price might be forming a big ranging level. So remember, so there is actually a really strong supporting level. It's also reaching through here. But the main focus is the dollar index because we do see that the dollar index is likely to continue going higher. So let's see. Okay. So I already saying that what's our expectation. So our expectations is actually saying that the dollar index is definitely going higher. So if the dollar index is going higher, then we will be definitely seeing something that the gold market might be reaching through much more lower sides. So let's see. I think today we'll be having a really big movement. So, okay, price to really reach through. Is it higher than expectations? To be honest, yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see. What's the data? Oh, lower than expectations. Quite unlikely that the CPI data is lower. Oh, lower than expectations. That's why we can see that the gold market has been reaching through that high. It's quite interesting. Seems like the dollar index is spiking lower. Dollar index is spiking lower. To be honest, I do think that the dollar index is reaching through, but from here onwards, definitely dollar index might be spiking lower because this will be confirmations that the US interest rates will be deducting a 25 basis point in October. That's why we might be seeing that the dollar index will be continue going lower, and this will be continue pushing gold higher. In other words, seems like there's a really strong upwards momentum. GBP is also going higher, Euro USD is going higher. From here, it's quite interesting. To be honest, I do not really expected this happen. Like this, what we call the dollar index to spiking lower, because as I mentioned, my predictions and my expectation is that the market will the data might be higher than expectations, but this is a really big strong move. But I don't think we'll be going that much lower though. So let's see. Didn't really expected that. Let's see from the gold market perspective. If price really reach through here, I might be thinking to doing shorts positions because I do think that the price won't be breaking out from here. Whoa, to be honest, didn't expected that. Let's see silver. Oh, silver has been already reaching through our resistance area. This is the area that I'm thinking to do short positions and also a really sustainable resistance area. So I'm thinking that the price might be spiking back to the lower side from the gold and silver perspective. But dollar index is definitely keep on going lower. So this might be a really big troublesome for the market. Anyway, let's see how it turns out. Okay. Gold market, I do not really expected this movement, to be honest, because as I mentioned, my speculations for the data is what we call lower than expected. I mean higher than expectations because the tariff and so on. It's not quite often we can see this movement, so likely to see that the gold market might be going lower. But from here, yeah, I think the price will be forming a ranging level, and definitely I'm thinking to do short positions if the price do really give us this area. So yeah, no, I think I might be doing short positions from here, and expectations that the price might be giving out something out of it. So yeah, trying to do shots around here and putting our stop loss maybe 180 pips. If the price really break through this level, then it's not a really good chance lah. But if the price really holds on, give us some resistance area, I think we might have a chance lah. Putting our stop loss maybe. Okay. Seems like the dollar index is actually reaching through a really low. So dollar index is actually freaking out. Yeah, dollar index is actually freaking out. Especially reaching back towards on the Monday low. This is not quite expected. Let's see. Yeah. In other words, maybe the price might be forming a big ranging level. Let's see. Let's see. I do think the price might be reaching back towards on the here. Hmm. 5321. Yeah, price already break through, spiking back to this low. Quite not often we can see this happen. But yeah, report still maintaining above. Definitely, it's not giving out some great potential from the goal for this market movement. So I'm thinking that the price might be reaching through somewhere around to the top sides. Okay, so my expectation is that the price might be reaching back towards to the top, and let's see how it turns out. Okay, so shit. Okay, let's see from the silver. Silver, this is our expectations that the price will be having a big resistance area from here. I do think that is actually a really good area to do shots. GBUSD, to be honest, I also think that this is the major supporting level. So if the price really break through, it's actually quite fine with it. Euro USD is also ranging, so it's a bit hard to trade from here onwards. The price is actually forming a ranging area. Either the price is breaking through this lower sides or going higher. It depends on how do you think the market, how do you expectations for the data. If you do think that the data is lower than expectations or higher than if you do think that the CPI data is higher than expectations, then you're definitely doing shorts. If you are thinking that that the data is lower than expectations, then you're thinking definitely thinking too long. It's definitely thinking definitely it depends on how do you think the data. But from my perspective, I do think that the data is much more likely to be dropping rates. Much more likely to be higher than expectations. Okay, so didn't expected that happen. Okay, let's see. Oh. Let's see how the price to really react from here. Spiking high, but I don't think the price is maintaining. So there's a definitely chances that the price might be forming some kind of resistance area from here already. So yeah, tough luck here already. But if the price really break through, I might be doing shorts. So here doing shorts positions is actually a really good area, but your stop loss might need to put higher. And then getting back to this level, definitely have a chances that the price is forming a ranging level. So if that's the case, we might be also seeing that the silver market, okay, silver market, this is the area that we have been telling everyone to do shorts just now. And the crude oil market is, I think the dollar index, it's actually dropping, but yeah, let's see. Okay, so let me go through the reports that we have been prepared for you guys. So here's the report that we have been preparing. So here's it. So this is the latest report. So you can know that we do really serious about our trading. So you can see that this is the report that we have been preparing today. So today we have been saying about what is happening. So yesterday the most important factors should be crude oil. Every product is actually forming a ranging level. So you can see that all the products has been forming a ranging level. Like for example, it's actually forming a ranging level. So you can see that. Okay, so you can see that the what we have been saying about the yesterday market. So yesterday market, the most important thing is the crude oil. So we have been stated what's the reasons behind of it. So one of the biggest reason is that the President Trump has been turned on the Russia, two biggest company in Russia, and sanctions of them. So because of that, we can see that the crude oil has been rising to 66, about 60, previously 60, and then right now it's popping out to 66. And other than that, we can see that this has been causing a lot of problems on crude oil, so maybe having a supply shock, and that's why we can see that the crude oil has been pumping up and going back to the higher sides. Okay, so we have been seeing that, and this is actually the currency and strength index showing you guys what is happening between the currencies. So the first one is the dollar index. So we have been mentioned that why the dollar index is not performing well. I mean, it's performing well. The one of the biggest reason is that the market is actually dropping their expectations from the sanctions. Oil has been pumping up and going back to the high sides. Okay, so we have been seeing that, and this is actually. So this is the main reasons that we can see that the price is actually reaching back towards on the top sides. So another factor is actually, whoa, quite lag. Quite lagging. I might need to use webcam, I think, because this one might be use a lot of data, the phone one. So yeah, I think we might need change to the phone one. So this one is actually discussing and telling you guys what is really happening from the market, as I usually told you guys. And the third thing is actually to summarize what we do expectations from the crude oil and what's our thoughts about the crude oil and so on. So we already mentioned that the crude oil is definitely something like a technical corrections. So the price should be forming some kind of retracement. After that, we can expect it that the crude oil will be continue rising. Okay, so the key market events today, there's a lot of economy data. So the first one is the Euro PMI, the second one is the UK, and the third one is the US CPI. So we have three datas. So that I do know that the most important thing is the US CPI just now has been happening. So the data is actually showing 3% is below forecast, and also yeah, this is what you can see. And this is the event market impact metrics, letting you guys know what will be happening if the dollar index is going higher. US stocks and gold will be going lower. But if another way around, so if the US dollar is going lower, then US stocks and gold will be continue going higher. But we do expect that the data is higher than expectations. So this one is a bit bummer. So the next thing is the market analysis. And today, the market analysis, we have been showing you guys about our predictions and expectations is that the dollar index will be continue going higher. So you can see that the dollar index is actually keep on going higher. So this is quite accurate. The second thing is gold. Gold in a short period of time, we have been mentioned that the gold upwards momentum has been weakening down, selling pressure in 4150. So it's exhaustion pattern and leading to a minor breakdown, minor pullback, signaling a upwards momentum starting to slowing down. So I already mentioned at present, so meaning by that is right now we are hash zone, so suggesting that the price might be forming a short-term consolidations phase. So you can see that we do see the gold market is forming a consolidation phase in the beginning stage. So I do think that it's actually quite accurate, okay? And any updates will be also posting on our Discord group. So remember, we will be posting a lot of updates on our Discord group. Okay, next is what we call the momentum side. So from the momentum side, I already mentioned that yesterday the bid balance in 4141, so where the price is forming exhaustions, giving us buying momentum is actually weakening down, and overall the upward strength is significantly diminished. So as a result, gold began to move lower, pulling back towards the POC control area, so what we call the POC area. So from here onwards, we can see that the price is actually reaching back towards on the lower sides. And I think we might need to close out our the camera is actually quite lagging. Okay, so I think right now should be much more smoother. The thing right now might be much more smoother. So let's see, but the live streaming is actually quite lagging. Damn, not so sure what is happening. Is it the internet or some sort? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Test. Testing. Should be much more Yeah, I think that is actually the camera problem. But anyway, this is the data that we have been giving out. So you can see that we have been saying that the exhaustion bid imbalance is upsides. So where the price is forming exhaustion zone, indicating that the buying momentum is actually weakening down, and overall upside strength has been significantly diminished. So it's actually forming back to the lower sides. So we already mentioned that the resistance zone is 4131 to 4141. Exhaustion is forming, suggesting that the upwards momentum is likely to slowing down in the short term. Okay, so here we also seeing that the gold is likely to continue to consolidation phase. It will be forming a ranging level lah. So here we also seeing that the downtrend momentum is actually slowing down, and the MACD and also RSI, everything is actually telling us that the trend is not that strong in the short period of time. And we already mentioned that it's neutral, so means that it's not really high risk meter on, and also not what we call, and it's also not what we call a really low risk off meter off as well. So this is the 2 meter actually. So lastly is actually the trading ranges boxes, telling you guys what our expectations and what we do, what's our expectations in the shorter time frame. Okay, so this is our thoughts about the market, and hopefully everyone do really like it. So overall, our expectation is a remaining consolidation phase. Downwards momentum is actually slowing down, and just keep it arranged and trying to do it up. So you can see that we have been providing a lot of informations, and this information is actually free. You can actually get it from our Discord group. So remember, if you do really like it, just press like and subscribe, and do remember to join our Discord group. Okay, our Discord group is actually free, and you can actually get much more information about it. Okay, so not so sure what is happening dollar index, but definitely it's definitely not going higher at the moment. So it's definitely having higher chances to form a ranging level, or maybe even much more higher. So this might be giving us some chances to do trades on other pairings. Yeah, I think it's a bit hard to trade on what we call the gold market and the silver market. But crude oil, I think we can actually do long positions if everyone wanted to do any trades. So I think crude oil is actually a really good chances to do trades. So crude oil is actually a really good timing to do trades. So let's see. So crude oil is actually showing us some kind of supports. So let's see on the crude oil market. So let's see. Yeah, I do think we can actually do long positions from here. This is actually a really good chances to do long positions. So let's see the timing. 1 hour. Yeah, I do think we can actually do long positions because it's definitely have a higher chances to go back to the higher sides. So let's see. Yeah, I do think we can actually do long positions if the price really give us back to this level. Not quite often to see the price to break through this low. So definitely we will be doing long positions from here. So let's see. I think it's actually quite okay to do long positions and aiming back. So yeah, I can actually do long positions for crude oil because crude oil momentum is actually quite strong. So you can actually do trades if you do really wanted to do. Okay. Stop loss, you can actually put it from here. If the price really break through, then it's a bubble lah. But if not, I do think that the price of crude oil is actually showing us some good movement. Overall, I do think that the price is reaching back to the top, but yeah, highly chances. So we'll be just keep on. Okay, so yeah, we will be telling everyone to try to do long positions right here. You can actually just do long positions and getting back. It's quite highly chances that the price will be forming a ranging level. Might not be reaching back to the top sides, but highly chances will be forming a ranging level from here. So it's actually a really good timing to do long positions. From the gold perspective, price really remaining strong. Dollar index is also quite likely to continue going lower from what we can see. So yeah, I think gold market in a short period of time might be going higher for now, and maybe reaching back towards this area lah, because we can see that the price is actually forming some kind of support from here. So yeah, I think the price might be reaching back towards breaking back to 4112. Higher chances that the price might be going back to 4112 area. So remember everyone, okay? So if you're really interested on it, remember to give us like, subscribe, and follow us. Do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 8 to oh shit from 8 to what we call 9 to 10. Oh, the internet is not looking good. The connection is not strong. Okay. Seems like the internet is actually slowing down. No wonder the internet it's not that strong. Shit. If that's the case, that's a really big problem. Shit, fuck. Seems like that's a lot of things might be happening. Okay. Quite lagging. Is it because I didn't pay the internet? Okay, so I do think that the market might be continue going higher at this moment. So price might be reaching back and going back to the top side. So yeah, in a short period of time, I do think that the price might be going back to 4113. 4113. So let's see 4113. If the price really go back, should be forming a ranging level. Right now, the price is actually forming here, showing us some acceptance on this area. Have really big chances that the price might be going back to the top side. So everyone need to be aware of that. There's a chances that the price might be forming some kind of spiking back towards on the higher sides from here, because we do see that there's a supporting area. So if the price really go back, there's a chances that the price might be reaching back towards 4113 to 4115. So there's a really big gap. Dollar index have highly chances that will be continue going lower, because as I mentioned, this data is actually giving us a really good clue about what will Federal Reserve do their interest rate decisions. So from here we can see that it's definitely dropping interest rates in October and even on December. So in a short period of time, dollar index is definitely continue going back to the lower sides. So gold might be forming some kind of support, but I don't think the gold market will be going like breaking through this high. But in the short period of time, it's definitely maybe reaching back to 4113 to 4118. That's the chances though. Okay. But the internet is actually quite lagging. Even for now, the internet situation is not getting any better. Previously, it's actually quite smooth, but today the connection is actually quite weak. Not so sure what is going on, but hopefully everything should be smoother later on. I think the price might be reaching back towards on the top sides. Maybe not much, but 50 pips, 50 pips is definitely a great chance. So we just set and forget and let the God do the rest. Okay. So overall, I do think that the gold market might be continue going higher and breaking back towards on 4113. So there's a chances that the price might be going back to 4113. So if the price really go back to 4113, then the price will be forming a ranging level. Here is actually a really strong supporting level right now, so higher chances that the price might be breaking back. Dollar index has really likely chances that to continue going lower, and crude oil is also forming a ranging level, thinking that the price should be reaching back towards on the top sides. So here is actually a really good entry level that everyone can try to do long positions on and just get some profit out of it. So you can actually just try it. Okay. So the internet is actually really sucks. Yeah, the internet condition is not that good. And the internet connections is definitely not that good. But yeah. So yeah, we'll be continue doing live streaming sessions. Dollar index is definitely going lower, and gold market will be breaking back to this top sites. There's a higher chances that the dollar gold market might be reaching back well because other pairings is actually showing up, and dollar index is definitely going lower. So yeah, in other words, just keep on doing long positions from gold, just keep on doing long positions for gold, and the price will be reaching back to the top sides. Okay, so let's see gold market. Yeah, I think the price is actually forming some kind of acceptance and reaching back to the top sides, forming a ranging level. Price should be forming. Oh, it's already 9. Yeah, I think the price might be swiping low first. Maybe we can try to do long positions in a much more lower level. I think there's a chances that we might be able to get this level. If the price really reach through this level, I think we can actually do long positions. If everyone wanted to do long positions, is 4070. 4070 is actually a really great area to do long positions. Okay, this area. So remember everyone, if you do really like my live streaming sessions, please remember to give us a like, subscribe, and do follow us. Do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day and telling you guys about what we'll be doing and what we'll be trying to do. Okay, so remember we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions and keep on doing it. Definitely, I think that the gold market will be going higher in a short period of time. Crude oil is also a really good trading opportunity. Everyone can actually try to trade on it because we have been doing long positions already. Expectations that the price will be going higher and giving out some profit out of it. Okay. Okay. I think we'll be we'll be turning out our live streaming sessions another 3 minutes. So yeah, so lastly, we'll be talking about our, what we call this thing. So we will be showing you guys about what our report's about. So this is the reports that we'll be doing every single day. You can actually get it for free from our Discord group. So this report is actually telling you guys about what is happening, what is going on, and what is going on from the currency strength index, and the summary about what is happening in the market and the key market events, like for example the Euro PMI, the UK PMI, the US PMI, and so on. And we'll be also giving you the event market impact metrics about what impact what. So for example, the Euro PMI, if higher than expectations, we might be seeing that the Euro pairings will be going higher, the US stocks might be going lower, and gold will be going lower. And also the most important thing is that if we do see that the USD, this data is higher than expectations, we might be seeing that the USD is going higher, stock indexes will be going lower, and gold market will be going lower. But right now it's another way around. So we can see that the USD is lower than expectations. So it's what we call the USD going lower, US stocks and gold is going higher. So we can see that the stocks should be going higher. So you can see that the stock is also going higher. I think everything should be quite alright from our analysis. So if you do really wanted to know more about it, remember to give us your thoughts about what's your thoughts and what do you need to, and I mean, what do you want to know more about it. So next we'll be also talking about the market analysis. So you can see that the volume profile. So from the volume profile, we have been mentioned that what is directions from the dollar index. So this is this is what we thought about the dollar index. So from the volume profile, we can see that the price is actually trading sideways, but we are also seeing that there's a higher probability that the trend is going higher. So you can see that the price do really break through on the higher sides, And we're also saying that the gold market will be forming a ranging level in a short period of time. After that, the price will be going back to the lower sides. Okay, but right now I think that the price is going higher because the data is higher than expectations. So yeah, and this is what we call wait for think thought about it from the volume footprint, telling you guys a bit imbalance is been forming, strong is actually diminishing the buying power. So you can see that we have been really knowing that the price is going lower and forming a ranging level. So this is also a thing that we also telling you guys about. The momentum is actually weakening down, the sentiment gauge, and also the trading range. So with what range we are actually wanted to trade and what range do we wanted to do. This is also will be also stated out. And this is the summary telling you about the trend, momentum, and from the timing perspective, what our thoughts and what we are planning to do. That's a lot of things. And this is our company and so on. So this is actually what we will be doing every single day, and we can actually get it for free. So if you're really interested on it, remember to get it from us. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today lah.